about this, but I think this January came with a lot of bass boost. It seems like the bass and the boss as Newton has been feeding us with, since January started, it has not stopped. We have not finished talking about, the issue between Whiskey, the FCs, of course, Shehu Kuti, Shehu, this, the Fela, Palava. It's just really marinated into a different type of bass boost. And this time around, it involves Davido, and of course, his father has come out to say, you know what, I'm not going to be dealing with this bullshit anymore, and has come out to clear the air regarding the paternity drama between Davido, Anu, Kemi Olunloyo. It's just been a lot of bass boost. But guys, let's even take a look at this video before I give you guys the tea.
One little girl called Anulupo that lives in Ibadan. Kemi Olunloyo has continued to allege that David is the father of the little girl. To start with, let me put it on record that I have 14 grandchildren. I'm not even sure if it's legal for someone to impersonate.
This is drama unprecedented. He said, listen, I have 14 grandchildren. I don't think it is even legal for, Kemi Olunloyo to be impersonating a minor. I mean, this man set camera to give a press conference regarding this issue. It just says one thing: this is quite serious. This is more than serious. This is a case of, you know what? I'm going to debunk this once and for all. And if care is not taken, legal steps go begin the twerk, because I would not want a situation where, my son is being maligned, my son is being talked about, and this situation is involving a child who is this, who deserves to know, her father, and then you are putting my son in the mix. What exactly is going on? For Davido's father to actually really call a press conference, it just says one thing: this is serious, and this is in fact me putting a final nail to the coffin on this issue. But guys, this is major breaking news coming, for you from Gusto TV Africa. I mean, look, we have been very consistent with giving you the breaking news, the bass and the bows, everything happening in the world of Afrobeats. And this time around, Davido's father has said, you know what, I am coming to clearly debunk this issue. I mean, a couple days ago, we reported that, there's one certain Anu who has come out to say, Davido, I need to know, are you really my daddy? I mean, because they've been telling me that you are my daddy. And of course, this whole back and forth about, the gist about Davido having to impregnate, one, lady in Ibadan. And that resulted to, what, a child. A child has been involved. But this child, I mean, in my opinion, has been fed a lot of lies. Nobody knows what is true, either from the camp of Davido or from the mother or from someone else. And this time around, the father said, you know what? I'm talking about Davido's father, the billionaire Adeleke. I said, you know what? I want to put a stop to these misconceptions. I want to put a stop to all this guessing game and all of that. I mean, we have done DNA test, and there is no way this child is, Davido's child. If this is my granddaughter, I go to spoil am silly. So, I mean, this is what we are learning of this case already. And he said, you know what? This matter don't wear it don't tie rapper. Adeleke said, Kemi Olunloyo is the one impersonating the child, the young child Anu, and I don't even think it's legal for Kemi Olunloyo to be impersonating a minor. Billionaire Deji Adeleke, the father of Davido, comes out for the first time ever to address the public about the DNA test and how Kemi Olunloyo has been the one impersonating the young child and her mother for years over DNA allegation. If there's one person that has continuously been on Davido's case, it has to be Kemi Olunloyo. Every time setting ring lights, talking about Davido, always trying to bash him, I beg your pardon. So I mean, I don't know what the facts are. Kemi hasn't come out to debunk this claim, but I'm sure she'll certainly come out to debunk this claim. I can bet anything on that one. So we'll keep an eye on that. But you know what? This is becoming too much, and this is an intense drama. But then again, you know what? Deji Adeleke, billionaire Deji Adeleke, is saying, you know what? My son is not involved in any of this. Look, I have stepped in from day one. I mean, this man gave a whole, almost like an hour plus interview. press conference, bringing details, files, dates, numbers, evidence upon evidence, DNA test upon DNA test. And he even said, you know what? I even enrolled this woman in school. She was she was enrolled to Adeleke, Adeleke University on a scholarship, and she did pretty well. You know what? He said, you know what? I'm gonna take care of you regardless of anything. But you know what? This child is not my granddaughter, and if this is my granddaughter, I'm gonna spoil her silly. So this whole fiasco has heightened. It has gotten to a whole new level, and everybody has been talking about it. Why some people have been saying, you know what, Davido needs to go and do another DNA test to be able to confirm and reconfirm that this is in fact not his child. And he's been quiet about it. He's been silent about it. And the last time he spoke, he said, you know what, this is my final statement regarding this matter. I'm not going to speak on it anymore. I am done with this. And he even started, using certain words that I feel like is not really proper to use that, those kind of phrases, on the minor. But the man was clearly pissed. He said, I don't know who you are. I know be your papa. If you be my pikin, listen, for us Adelekes, we know they use blood play. I will take care of you. I will not deny you. But it has come out many times. We've done the DNA. You are not my child. And this time around, I wasn't expecting this, to be very honest. I swear on life. I wasn't expecting Davido's father to hold a press conference regarding this matter. So it just shows one thing. This is more than serious. And he's saying, you know what? I'm going to put a nail on the coffin. And if anything pops again, this time around, I'm going to move. And you know what? When the billionaire moves, ha ha ha, now big shoes be that too. I mean, if you can see on your screen, he posted evidence of the DNA test, test upon test upon test upon test. And he said, you know what? I even got a text message, saying that, listen, sir, no be me they run this account to. It has been Kemi Olunloyo. According to the billionaire, I'm talking about Davido's dad, he said, you know what? I got a text from this said woman saying that that account has been run by, Kemi Olunloyo. We don't know what the facts are, but this is, in fact, Davido's father's version of event. Guys, I don't know, but this 2026 go long and it go hot. I mean, it's just been a lot of back and forth. This man went on and on explaining, giving details, carry files, safe, put for ground. They give them the whole tea. They say, look, this is what it is. If this child is my child, for year, when money not be problem, money not water for year, I'll take care of this child. According to him, he said, I'd been glad if this girl were my granddaughter so I can spoil her silly like the other ones. But the DNA results were negative. Kilo, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Davido's dad, Deji Adeleke, reacts to paternity claims against his son. So, I mean, for me, I feel this is a really nice touch for the father to come up to say, you know what, I'm just gonna speak on this because I don't want a little child to go on being confused, grow up being, unaware of who her actual parents are or who her actual father is, and it's just been a lot of, drama. A lot of people have been speaking on it. And of course, for us here at Gospel, we're gonna bring you the tea and we're gonna dissect every bit of it. So I mean, guys, before we even go on, what do you make of this? For those of you who have just joined us, I'm gonna play the video one more time, and so we can hear exactly what Davido's father, the billionaire Deji Adeleke, said regarding this matter.
One little girl called Anulupo that lives in Ibadan. Kemi Olunloyo has continued to allege that David is the father of the little girl. To start with, let me put it on record that I have 14 grandchildren. Not even sure if it's illegal for someone to impersonate
Well, guys, so sorry for the interruptions. I mean, we've been having a lot of network issues. Of course, now Nigeria we did, but no vex. I would just give giving her the tea as they go. But then again, we're gonna play that video again so we can hear exactly, what Davido's father said regarding this
One
matter.
little girl called Anulupo that lives in Ibadan. Kemi Olunloyo has continued to allege that David is the father of the little girl. To start with, let me put it on record that I have 14 grandchildren. I'm not even sure if it's legal for someone to impersonate.
Those, in fact, are serious claims by Deji Adeleke, the father of Davido Baba Olowo. And this time around, it just begs the question, if in fact Kemi Olunloyo is the one impersonating this child, this is madness. I don't know what else to call it, but I think this is madness on a high grade level. But I sincerely hope that this is not in fact the case. But then again, what does this what does this signify? Is this the end to the whole brouhaha? Are we going to see another claim that, oh, the DNA is fake and all of that? Just maybe. I really don't know what to make of all of this, but I hope we don't get to see any of that. And let's take some comments from our fans on X, and of course this one by Namdi says the man must have been hurt by these online rumors and trolls. There's nobody who will sit and be absorbing all of this. This is something that has to do with the Adeleke name, and it's not something. This issue is not something that they want to shy away from. I mean, kids. The Adelekes love kids. This man said, I have 14 grandchildren. 14, not one, not two, not three, 14. So what exactly am I going to be, hiding or running away from one of, I mean, my grandchildren? I will gladly accept, I will gladly accept this child if she were my granddaughter, but we need to actually, put a stop to all of this. He said, look, regardless of everything that happened, regardless of all the claims, all the false claims, I stood in and took care of this child. And I mean, I even took care of the mother. I enrolled the mother, into my own school. So what else do you guys even want me to do? And Sir Dinobly on X says, Omo, this is going to be long for him to come out, says a lot. Absolutely correct, because for him to come out says a whole lot about this situation. And Ayo says, I love that he has come forward to stand for his son. That is what a good man would do, and I absolutely applaud him for this. Anyways, this issue has really gone bonkers, and everybody has been talking about it. I mean, this is why we are here, to bring you the tea, and we have brought you the tea. So let us know in the comments what you think about this. You think this is the final nail to the coffin on this issue, or you think, oh, maybe now since Kemi Olunloyo is involved, she actually should come out to come and debunk the rumors or debunk the claims, or actually even bring out her own evidence. Because for this video, we see this man carry file upon file, upon paper. They dish am left, right, and center. They say, look, see, I'm not about some type of illegal news. Oh, I'm telling you exactly what the situation is about. And my son is not the father of this young child, Anu. But guys, what do you make of this? Why all of this? If in fact it is true, why is Kemi Olunloyo moving like this? What does she stand to gain from all of this? Because I mean, if you look at the situation, you want to say, oh, an innocent child is involved. This child deserves to know who the father is. In my opinion, the child is left confused. Somebody is lying to her. I don't know if it's the mother that's lying to her. I don't know if it's Kemi Olunloyo. I don't know if it's the family. I don't know if it's somebody from Davido's camp. But someone, somewhere, some people are clearly lying to this child. And she does not deserve this. And that is exactly what, the billionaire Deji Adeleke is saying. Look, I will step up if she were my granddaughter. In fact, I will spoil her silly. But we need to put an end to this. See, this thing don't they smell like some serious legal battle. Hopefully, this is just the final piece of the whole brouhaha, and then we can, just move on from this. But this is not a good look. But one thing I'll say, I salute, Davido's father's strength to come out publicly and to hold a press conference to address this on behalf of his son and the family name Adeleke. What a very interesting, smart amazing move by this amazing father who has definitely stood in, been there for his son, his family. I think this is very commendable. I think this is adorable. But then again, how do you see this matter? How una take Siam? Is something fishy going on? Or this is just an attempt to save face? Let me know what your thoughts are regarding this in the comment section. And of course, I will be right there to respond to every one of it. Ah,
One little girl called Anulupo that lives in Ibadan. Kemi Olunloyo has continued to allege that David is the father of the little girl. To start with, let me put it on record that I have 14 grandchildren. I'm not even sure if it's legal for someone to impersonate.
if not true, say Kemi dey impersonate minor, ha Olofa. E be like say she go do small 6 months for inside kirikiri with hot wire and maybe beans wey no done. Anyways, that is what we are learning right now. But then Adeleke, the family name needs to be protected, and the father has stepped up for Davido, his son. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding this, and of course, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Let's get into the comments. Let's even chat about this real quick. Until later, I go see you now. Make una take them easy and please look after yourself and stay out of trouble. Bye for now.